YB stays on your neck.
It's on my neck.
Yo, my dons, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and obviously hit the bell for notifications. So your boy the YB has received some exclusive photos, some exclusive post-accident photos of Errol the Savage Spence. Now, I've got to be honest, yesterday when I put the video out about Errol Spence essentially talking about him being a savage, I feel kind of guilty now about some of the things I said. Essentially, I took it as Errol Spence getting gassed about himself. I took it as Errol Spence feeling too nice about himself. But in reality, what he was actually saying, when Errol Spence came out and said, "No broken bones, I'm a savage," he meant to say, "My teeth are mash up, I look like a savage." And that's the picture you see now. This is an exclusively leaked photo of Errol Spence's new dental arrangements. Now, you've got to bear in mind that Errol Spence, we did hear that Errol Spence has received some facial lacerations. Now, I understand, I've spoken to some formal officials who are aware and who are close to this situation, some insiders, if you like, and they're the ones who actually leaked this photo. But essentially, Errol Spence spun around, licked his head, and his teeth got all bojangled. And essentially, this is essentially the best job the dentist could do for Errol Spence. Can't do no better than this. That is it now. So anyone who sees Errol Spence around the place, don't be looking. He looks my dude looks a little goofy, but that's that's him now. Yeah, Errol, weird ass. Errol, drunk ass. Errol can't handle his drink. Errol, sloppy drunk Spence. That's his new name. Errol, sloppy drunk, goofy ass teeth Spence. Yeah. My man can't handle his drink. Too damn sloppy drunk. And that's the other picture as well. Another picture exclusively leaked to the YB. You'll see this was the night before. The night before Errol Spence got his new dental arrangements. He's at the club turning up. Always sloppy ass drunk with a mandem next to him. What's wrong with these people? Always hanging around with the wrong individuals. Yeah? Too much partying. And to be honest with you, I don't actually mind partying. Yeah, he just finished his fight, party all you want, but why haven't you got a driver? You know what, scrap that. In the UK, or in most places in the UK, you can't get Ubers, but in the US, because it's much bigger, Ubers are available. Why are you not getting an Uber? Even if you want to make out you're presidential, yeah? All you got to do is click the Uber luxury, and they'll turn up presidential. But I guess part of it for Errol Spence is, he wants to be seen as the man. He wants to be, oh yeah, I'm going to drive my 500 grand Ferrari to the club and all the hoes are going to be looking. That's what it must be. That's what it must be, because otherwise you get an Uber. With these days, with Uber and all these, it's not even just Uber, with all these taxi apps, when you live in the US, you got literally no excuse. It's like living in London and not getting an Uber. You got no excuse for it. Or it's like living in London and not getting a taxi home when you've been drinking. It's actually cheaper. But this is the problem. I'm trying to justify it, but he weren't worried about expense because we know he's got. Well, you know what? He probably hasn't got a lot of money because Al Gaiman siphoned it all off the top. But that said, you'd like to think he's got a bit of money. 2 pay-per-views now, yeah. And my man wants to drive his car to the club at 4 a.m. and drive back again. What's wrong with these people? It's nonsensical. But the problem is, you go to the club, get gassed, and clearly, look at the way he's tweeted out. And I've discussed that in length on another video, but Errol Spence, you can tell he just feels himself too much now. Yeah? Many of us thought he might have been brought down a peg. No, not at all. He's taking this as a dub. This should be a massive L for him. I said it on plenty of videos now, but in my opinion, Errol Spence should be sitting down in jail. 60 days, 90 days, 180 days. That's what I think he needs at this point. Yeah? For you to, in my opinion, Errol Spence is as good as killed someone that night. Yeah? He has as good as killed someone. Because if that car had hit someone, they'd have been dead. Yeah? That car was spinning around about 300 miles an hour. So, with that in mind, for him to be on road talking about he's a savage, he should be in jail. And then I'd love to see how much, I guarantee you this, if Errol Spence had been charged and had received a custodial sentence, you best believe we wouldn't have seen no Instagrams about Savage. He'd have been, all we would have seen was, oh people, come on protest with me. I'm going to be protesting at 5 a.m. in Texas. Come and join me. He would have been begging his fans to come out and protest. That's what would have happened, no doubt. 100%. If Errol Spence had received a sentence, he would have been begging his fans to come out and support him. Yeah? But now, because he ain't got one, he wants to make out he did it on his own. And by the way, I'm not a Spence fan. I didn't send no prayers. I couldn't care less for him, if the truth be known. Yeah, I came on here and I said I was quite calm, but that's because I have to be. Trust me, in my mind, I couldn't care less, if the truth be known. On hindsight now, let me let you into a secret here. I couldn't care less about him. That's the truth of it, yeah? I couldn't. I don't like him. Don't like him from Adam. Yeah, pussy. The guy don't want no problems, yeah? But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, a lot of you fans who did support him, he's just completely mugged off all your prayers, all your well wishes. He didn't mention anything about it. Couldn't care less about well wishes. Couldn't care less about prayers. Yeah, he crashed a car. Good as killed someone, and then to add insult to injury, no apology, no thanks. His first thing on his mind was, I'm a savage. No thank you, fans. No, I'm sorry, fans. No, I'm going to do better, fans. I'm a savage. All about me. And that's why a lot of you people who are commenting on his social media, you shouldn't do that. Don't gas him up. Leave him where he is. Let him sit there. Because a lot of these famous people, Errol Spence included, they, rather than embrace the public and be a representative of the public and love and respect their fans, they take it as, I'm above you. You're a worker. You work for me. Yeah, I'm a king. You're a peasant. That's the mentality they have. That's why when it happened, after it happened, the first thing on his mind had nothing to do with his fans who had been sending him wishes. Couldn't care less about them. All he could think about is himself. He becomes self-consumed, because I don't do it. You'll never see me commenting on someone's. Not that I'm knocking people, but you won't see me doing it because whatever. They're just another man to me. You can't put these people on pedestals. They're not gods. They're just other men. Yeah? Simple as that. Because they get way too gassed. And they need to be, and like I say, these individuals more than ever, famous people actually tend to get punished less than normal people do, but they should be punished more, because they're the ones who are essentially, they're people's role models. Whether they like it or not, they're role models. And they say, oh, well, I didn't ask to be a role model. I don't want to be a role model. Well, don't accept public pay-per-views then, yeah? When you got your hand open for public pay-per-views, you best believe it comes hand in hand. If you accept cash from the public, you should expect to be a public role model. It comes hand in hand. If you don't like it, no one asked you to put your hand out for pay-per-views today. Not even one person asked you to do that. The fact you do it makes you a role model, and therefore you should act in that capacity. That said, that's not the only issue though. What's more important is, it's more to do with, like, when you have so many people sucking you off all day on social media, it gives you a inflated sense of self-worth. And that's why here, after he hasn't apologised, I'm so sorry to the public, I could have killed someone, he hasn't even thought about saying that. It's all about me, because everyone's been blowing him up. And that's why he came out and said, I'm a savage. That's what's on his mind. Him, me, I'm so powerful. Haha, not even a 200-mile-an-hour car can stop me. Look how great I am. That's because you, man, was in the comments blowing him up. You should have left him where he is. He should have had no comments. What people should have been commenting is, why was you Messi drunk? Why was Errol Messi drunk again? Why was you... That's what people... Seriously. Rather than saying, oh, I'm praying for you, God wishes for you, people should have been in the comments saying, why was you sloppy drunk? Why was you Errol sloppy drunk Spencer? Yeah? That's what he should have come back to. He should have been humbled. He should have come back to his social media and been like, wow, I've been roasted. No one gives a F how I am. Everyone's worried. Everyone's bothered. People should have been bothered about the accident or about the other lives he could have taken. About the public damage he could have caused. That's what people should have been worried about. How dare you think you can drink drive? How dare you lose control of your vehicle because you're Errol sloppy drunk Spence? That's what he should have come back to. Instead, he came back to, everyone's suck. Oh, Errol Spence, please get better. Oh, please, Errol, pull through. No one asked him to get in the car. That's what I never understood. Let me talk about myself for a minute. If I do something, if I do some action that puts myself in danger, please no one ever pray for me. Does that make sense? If I go out there sloppy drunk and lose control of my vehicle, then please no one pray for me. Because you best believe I would never expect someone to send me no prayers. Because as a man, I understand that no one asked me to go in the car drunk and be speeding. Yeah? That said, these other individuals, Spence and whatnot, no one made him be drinking. No one made him be sloppy drunk. No one made him get in the car. No, it's every single decision. Not only was he drunk, not only was he driving, he also wanted to speed. It's all because of his mentality. Oh man, you, I'm a savage. That sums it up. That sums up his mentality. He thinks he's too ruthless. And I blame the fans, to be fair. I do blame the fans on this one. Because they're the man there that blow his head up. Got him too gassed. Yeah? Instead of putting pressure on him and telling him you did wrong, instead of putting pressure on him and telling him you ducked Crawford, you ducked Porter rematch, everyone been blowing him up. Not good.